Add Astra.
Delivered to the Ministry of Civil Affairs today.
The wind knows me.
I need to collect more information.
Time to go. Time to go.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Time to go.
Wind Strider!
the wind. Don't get too close. The wind knows me. Fire it up! Time to go. Into the wind. Time to go.
Can't catch me!
The wind knows me.
And away I go! Shiver! Your grand finale!
Live!
Judgment!
Come into being! Live! Witness my great undertaking!
Unleash!
Burst forth!
Lights out!
Come into being!
Make my escape! Break a leg!
Live!
You can't run!
Feel this ancient power! Burst forth!
Want to taste of my hammer?
Jab, cross.
Unleash!
Moment of birth! Come into being!
Shiver! Luna! Your grand finale! Observe!
Live! Feel this ancient power! Burst forth! Live!
I got careless.
Got a dash! Unleash!
Coming to be! Witness my great undertaking! Burst forth!
Strike is one! Ninjutsu! Bye! Punishment! And step!
Live! Moment of birth! I'm on the case. What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful... scenery. The soil is moist, ideal for collecting the roots of blue.
Can't touch me!
Burst forth! Coming to be!
Make my...
Burst forth! Cyclone! Coming to be! Ample light. Active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch.
Add astro... Thank you for
I'm out of here.
Burst forth!
You're finally back. I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
That's okay. We did offer to help. So anyway, is Master D-Luke back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either, but I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share. After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time. By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors. Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master D-Luke this whole time, 'cause that would be really tiring.
Oh, thanks for your concern, but I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here. Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master D-Luke out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores. There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door. There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master D-Luke?
Yes, it's from one of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Ooh, that means we're part of D-Luke's inner circle.
Of course. Master D-Luke greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
It can't be. Whoa, there are so many letters here. It looks like D-Luke read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones? Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in. Bad idea. Yeah, you're probably right. Okay, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
Woo! There he is!
What are you agonizing over?
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But, it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest. These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line. I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently. You were involved in the events in question anyway. You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Hey, that's a good point! Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the Valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains. I'll fill you in later.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions. All right, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go? Not sure what this one's about. Shall we read another one? Do you want to keep reading them, or have you got the gist now? Okay, remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written. Let's put the letters in the right order. If there's one thing we can take away from these, it's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past. Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro. Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out. Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want. Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice. Wait, what?
Is there a problem?
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back. You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Yup, it was by that leyline anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me. We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw. For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again. On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the ley line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast. But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself rather than waste time negotiating with them. And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss Mages hostage and they soon start talking. As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed. It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head. I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy, but that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy! It must be really expensive!
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try. I didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves. It's on the house.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery! This one bottle must be worth at least, like, 50,000 mora! And he gave it to us for free! Thank you so much, Master Diluc!
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adeline is already making it. There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time. Yes, passiveness is not my style. Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this. Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
So what should we do? Right! Sure! After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice. Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time. Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Dawn, break forth! Lay waste to the wicked!
There, it's done. The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
All thanks to the power of teamwork. See, even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Sidekicks. It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad. If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Time for some training?
For justice.
Ready for a rehearsal?
No, my sword!
A touch of frost.
Brace yourselves.
Spirit blade.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Bellowing thunder! Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Swift and merciful.
Lightning slash!
Rain cutter!
From whence you came.
Take this! Think you can get away?
One with my blade.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Submit for judgment.
Rain outlines your fate.
A touch of frost. From whence you came.
Lightning slash! Thunderclap!
Rain cutter! Body and... Rain outlines your fate.
Yahoo! Time for takeoff.
Submit for judgment.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
Take this!
Swift and merciful.
Bellowing thunder! Let's go. Time is against us.
Stay close and you will live.
Let's investigate this further.
Sure.
Into the wind. One with nature. Time to go. This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
Haven't seen Toma in a while. Who knows what that guy's working on these days?
Probably something of the utmost importance, as ever. Taking guests out for lavish meals, cleaning up around the house, the usual.
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. If you're just gonna schmooze your way through every problem in life, you might as well put your blade on the scrap heap. It's like everything. Use it or lose it. Also, I heard he's Mondstadt born and bred. Just saying.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry, haven't slept too well the last couple of days, on account of all this rain we've been having. Wait, what are you all doing here? Has something happened?
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we were going. There's still lots to do. We're busy people, Toma. You do well to grow a sense of urgency, too.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, I sure did. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same everywhere. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. It does no harm to the Kamisato clan. Wouldn't you agree? Exactly, or live and let live, as they say. Today, it's time for a hard-earned rest. There's been so much to deal with since I got out of Komori Tea House. Oh man, this vacation's been a long time coming. There's too much going on here. Let's find somewhere more peaceful to discuss the plan for the day. You're still my guest after all, and I'd like to hear your ideas.
Haven't seen Toma in a while. We have people like also.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees?
Sorry, haven't slept too well the last couple of days. Wait, what are you all doing here?
We're busy.
Well, thank you, Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, no big deal, though. People like to... If a little private gossip... Wouldn't you agree? Oh? I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go down that route, though. In any case, as a housekeeper, it's hardly my place to get all high and mighty with other staff in the Yashiro Commission, but you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have any other thoughts on the matter, please do share them with me. I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot, as long as it's a serious suggestion, of course. I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find me if you need anything.
You're asking me what I think Toma could do better? He's busy enough as it is, don't you think? I barely see him around here at the commission. And when I do, more often than not, he's busy with the housework. I think he should carry on doing what he's doing. Everyone's got their own way of living, and Toma's no different.
What else do I have to do today?
Oh, this is going to be a problem. Oh, you're Miss Kamisato's friend, aren't you? Basically, something downright awful's happened, and we're discussing what on earth we should do about it. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some very precious ceremonial implements from another island. But as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire shipment is now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back out there and buy another batch. Our only option is a gentleman based on Narukami Island by the name of Yusaku. But he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky high. Clearly, he wants to take us for every mora we're worth. It's a real dilemma. We've tried, but he just won't budge. It doesn't help that he has something of a feud with the Yashiro Commission. He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. We returned the items and exposed his malpractice in the process. He's resented us ever since. Now that he actually has the chance to get back at us, there's no way he'll back down. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out, and the festival is drawing nearer every day. Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him, but I don't know whether they'll be able to resolve it. I really hope the festival goes smoothly.
I'm sure the Kamisato clan
Time to go.
Oh, that whole situation, huh? I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some time to sort it out after entertaining you. It's hard to say for sure. I'd need to talk with the guy first. Since this has piqued your interest, how about we head over there together? Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials and tribulations of the Yashiro Commission. Oh, you think so? Well, in that case, I guess I'd better look alive. Well, if that is what you really want, I'd better give this my best shot.
Your asking price just isn't realistic. Hey, what point are you trying to make here, huh?
If the festival gets delayed, don't say we didn't warn you.
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro Samurai!
What? Hey, cut that out!
You little... Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to harm you, all right?
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will! Doshin! I need a Doshin!
Looks like there's no negotiation to be had here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait up.
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Oh, hello. You're...
Hello again.
Wait, I know you! Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy, Toma. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective, you know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there are in a given year. Now, take candles, for example. Do you have any idea how many they go through? I could switch half of them out for duds without a single person noticing, and make a small fortune in the process. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to report me. Well, now the tables have finally turned and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The Commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now lying at the bottom of the ocean. The festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, I'm the only one selling what you need. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-Ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And then you'll have a real problem on your hands. So you might want to consider your position here.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Surely resolving this dispute swiftly is in your interest, too.
Don't give me that! The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and I ain't desperate to sell. The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great loss.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement, then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Your choice. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of mine today. When you're ready to pay, I'll be ready to talk.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend to discuss this any further. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories. No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting, but ultimately, the issue here lies with the Yashiro Commission. We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, the Yashiro Commission's reputation will take a huge hit. Let's go. There are a few people I want to introduce you to.
Ah, if it isn't Toma. I must say I'm surprised to see you. Last I heard, you were in Rito. Then you just vanished into thin air. Who's the new face?
A friend.
Friend? What, line of work is this young lady in, then?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just a regular friend. No vested interest here. I originally wanted to take her out for some downtime, but we've ended up mired in commission-related complications.
Okay, I see. My mistake. So, what's the situation today, then? I only ever see you when you need something.
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you made any progress on that front?
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they could get a hold of it. I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition. If you were hoping to enter the bidding now, I'm afraid you're a little late to the party.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still on the fence.
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered competitive prices, and so on.
You don't say. All right then. Here's the list of sellers. Give me your thoughts.
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down, though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in Rito. Their approach is high volume, small profit margins. The quality's not too bad, but there's always a few duds, so you'd need to inspect the goods thoroughly upon receipt. This one grabbed a loan and leapt straight onto the bandwagon. In their haste, I fear they may have ended up with the mixed bag as far as quality is concerned. Given that their price isn't particularly competitive either, I wouldn't consider them if I were you.
Wait, I know this name. Ah, yes. I believe we're on the same page here.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me, so your help in this regard would be greatly appreciated.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron ore have been getting stolen. Is there anything you can do to help? It's the worst on the road between Konda Village and Inazuma City. Something always seems to happen along that stretch.
No problem. We'll be back before you know it. I guess you have a few questions. I'll explain everything later, but it looks like we'll need to get to work pretty soon.
Is there anything in the world that will satisfy?
Illusion!
The wind knows me.
Don't get too close!
Man, this hurts. Those monsters came out of nowhere. Thank you both for your help. Who are you?
Hi there. Yasutake commissioned us to come and assist with the delivery.
Wonderful. I was starting to think I'd never get this iron ore to its destination. So do I owe you anything for this?
Nope, this is between us and Yasutake. He's the one you should be thanking, if anyone. All right, let's do this.
One with nature. Shine down! There is no escape!
Check this out! Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
The wind knows me.
As one with wind and cloud! Fire it up! Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Shine down!
I got you covered!
Wind strike!
Illusion shattered!
All right, I think we could leave the goods here.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see where they came from. It was a dicey situation.
The route should be safe from here on out. We'll be heading off now.
Sure thing. Again, my thanks to both of you.
All in a day's work. Come on, let's go. Worry no more, good sir. Your goods have been safely delivered.
Good to know. As for the issue you needed my help with, I have someone on the case. You can expect a resolution very shortly. You always seem to be cleaning up for other people behind the scenes. Must keep you pretty busy. Seems to eat up all your personal time, too. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make a profit. You'll have to mediate on this one.
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem. I'll be there.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai gave our guy a loan a while back. Just thought you might be interested to know.
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help. Much obliged.
Think nothing of it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you in a few days' time.
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. He's in charge of all of their procurement and also responsible for keeping their weapon supplies intact. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so he's the key decision maker in all the related trade in iron ore. The iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but you'll see very shortly. But before that, time to go visit another old friend of mine.
Welcome to Bonton Sangha Detective.
Please speak to President Sung.
Toma, you two? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Toma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there a problem?
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Commission. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security, not to go rocking the boat.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctilucus Jade last time we spoke? We can put our heads together and get a hold of some for you.
Well, Noctilucus Jade would be good for starters, but...
For starters, I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew, right?
You... Okay, fine. If you bring me some Noctilucus Jade, I'll get my hands dirty for you.
Great. All right, let's go and find some. Okay, is this enough?
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be satisfied customers. You know, Toma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of working. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future dealings.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses pretty easily. Let's head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
What do we do now?
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work. Then again, since we don't have any other options, we might as well give it a try.
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever humiliation comes our way to resolve the situation. This, too, is the samurai spirit.
Is anyone there?
Huh? What's he doing here?
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Toma? Toma, are you here? I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too, if you need more. Please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please, this is my whole livelihood. Don't cut me off.
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away. Right away, I promise.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best interest. All right, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing to Toma?
What's going on here? Hey, Toma! That's strange. Where'd he go? He was right here a second ago.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as it happened, I knew a few of his major customers, so I sorted it out privately. When he realized he couldn't shift his product, had no source of revenue, and wouldn't be able to pay off his loan, he suddenly felt the pressure. Then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make an apology. It's no big deal. I've dealt with plenty of situations like this in the past. I know you'd like people to look up to me more, but it doesn't bother me all that much. I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important to me. On the contrary, having too good of a reputation can be restrictive. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your mind, I'm not the kind of person they say I am. For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential crisis for the Yashiro Commission. I owe you one. I'll have to entertain you again sometime. Plus, I didn't get very far with entertaining you this time around, so I guess I owe you two.
There are leaves around.
Haven't seen Toma in a while. We have people like also.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think, Miss Kamisato?
Sorry. Wait, what are you...
We're busy people.
Well, thank you, Jeff. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep, no big deal though. If a little private, wouldn't you agree? Exact. Today it's time. There's too. You're still my guest after.
Time to go.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host here, we ought to do something you'll enjoy. But despite that, I still haven't got a clear plan on where to take you. So, what do you usually prefer? Indoor or outdoor activities? Sounds like a plan. I don't really feel like spending my day running all over the place either. In which case, let's head to Komori Tea House. There's nowhere better to sit and chat quietly with a pot of tea. I'll head over there right now and get a few things prepared. Come and join me when you're ready. Oh, welcome. It must have been a while since you were last here. Since it's about time to eat, I couldn't resist whipping up a little something for us. So please, help yourself. I hope you enjoy it. And I can't claim to compete with the likes of Uyu Restaurant Chef, but I think I did all right. What's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, there's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper after all. Wouldn't have gotten very far without a few culinary skills. Anyway, please dig in. I won't get the chance to cook for you like this every day. Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of approval. You're welcome. When you're out adventuring on your own, you've got to maintain your quality of life. Take your cape, for example. I definitely see 1 or 2 loose threads there. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to come undone, and then you'll have a really tough time mending it. Let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the needle and thread. Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find anyone as handy around the home as I am. Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me jobs like this. What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Yashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I doubt anyone would sign up for that class. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. I'm surprised that whole matter is still troubling you, actually. With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some housekeeping wisdom with the Yashiro Commission would certainly be in people's best interests. Life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But first, how do you think I should promote it? All right then. If we're only opening this up to the Yashiro Commission staff, it shouldn't take too much preparation. Tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough, but we'll need to think some more about how exactly to promote this. Let's start by asking around at the Yashiro Commission headquarters.
Housekeeping, you say? You know, since it's Toma teaching, I'd definitely be up for going. Unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next couple of days. But could I swing by once my schedule's freed up? I'd definitely like to give it a try.
Oh, no problem at all. You can join whenever you like.
Thanks, Toma. Also, this isn't really my place, but if you're starting a housekeeping class, haven't you thought about asking Furuta? As the Kamisato clan's butler, I'm sure she'd know a lot about housekeeping.
Sure. Let's go pay her a visit. Let's hope this goes smoothly.
Ah, Toma, and a guest. This is a rare combination. Has something happened?
Oh, not at all. We were just thinking of starting a housekeeping class.
A housekeeping class? How wonderful! Do you know, I've always wanted to have Koharu learn from you. Oh, finally the time has come. I'm guessing you intend to open the class up to the whole Yashiro Commission? Not just housekeeping staff and servants, right? In which case, why don't you do a big spring clean of the commission itself? It would be a great way to showcase your methods. Seeing is believing, after all. You could spend a long time trying to convince them with words alone, or you could let them see you in action with their own eyes.
I like Furuta's suggestion, and it's not like we have a better idea anyway. In which case, heck, why not? Let's showcase the appeal of housekeeping for all in the Yashiro Commission to see. Let's get started. Check this out! And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees. Fire it up!
Ah, Toma, has something...
Oh, not at all.
A housekeeping. I'm guessing you... In which case, seeing is believing.
I like Furut. In which case, let's get started.
What's this all about?
And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees. The whole Yashiro Commission looks as good as new. We had a lot of spectators, huh? I wonder if we managed to get any of them interested. Either way, thanks for your help. I usually handle all of this stuff on my own, but having you join me today was a pretty great experience. Well, here's hoping. I'll set out some tables and chairs tonight. I've got no idea how many people will show up tomorrow. Make sure you get some good rest tonight. I'll see you tomorrow.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory.
Welcome. Don't be too upset. This is normal. With things like this, you can't expect to change people's views overnight. It takes time and effort. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I mentioned earlier about sewing up your clothes for you, didn't I? I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. That way, you'll be able to make yourself some warm clothes before the winter comes. The fact that you're so ready to look out for me has already made me very happy. But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with my background, interests, or the nature of my work. And that's okay. You can't expect everyone in life to see things the way you do. People are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't do much to stop them. I don't mind what they say about me. What I care about is the well-being of the Kamisato clan. But that's enough about all that. Come on, grab your needle and let's get knitting. Let's start with the classic stockinette stitch. First, wrap the yarn around, pull it through here, then hang it on the needle. Put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger here, and pull it tight. You learn pretty quick, but you need to pay close attention to this. Exactly, just like that. Now, set yourself a small goal to start with. For example, knit a scarf by the time winter arrives. Scarves are always a great choice. When it's finished, you can either wear it yourself or gift it to a friend. Just imagining it warms my heart.
If there's anything you wish for, I'll gladly be of service. Inactivity. There's no... purpose whatsoever.